Jinotega, Nicaragua. Population maybe 25,000. Downtown has a vibrant marketplace with abundant local vegetables and fruits and plenty of variety. There's fine dining, fast food, and industry everywhere. But it's Highland coffee that drives the economy here. Unfortunately, work is seasonal. People get around town by bus. They're cheap and full to the brim. But mostly folks stay close to home. Baseball has always been very hot in Nicaragua. You can still get a tamale and cerveza for just 50 cents. The competition is intense, so occasionally a player makes it to the big leagues. Jinotega sends him up and catches him on the way back down. Some of the smart players turn their baseball cash into new businesses. Juan Blandon, national all-star catcher, showed us his iguana farm. The big problems in town are jobs and teen pregnancy. Drugs haven't hit here yet. It's too poor and too remote. Drive a half an hour north and you go back in time maybe 80 or 90 years. Purely agrarian, purely poor. Women have the biggest challenges out here. Malnutrition and the highest maternal and infant mortality in the hemisphere. The Contra War raged here in the hills outside town, and while the landmines were cleared 4 years ago, the scars remain. Our Ayudate Project is based at a nonprofit on the outskirts of town, suspended between the almost prosperous Pueblo and the impossibly impoverished frontier. The barrio isn't a bad place to live. The air is clean, life is slow. You earn respect by just making it day to day. We spend our summers here teaching folks to make films about health, nutrition, and their lives. Housing in the barrio is get down basic. Rough-hewn boards, corrugated metal, cardboard in a pinch, whatever comes along. And you hope it doesn't rain. Cooking is with wood and sometimes plastic, which can be hard on the lungs. If you're really lucky, you have work. Any work. Any age. But as always, kids find plenty of time to play and remain resilient. Even after growing up on a treacherous hillside and sleeping in a hammock over a dirt floor with only 2 walls, a barrio girl can still make her mom proud. We've done some polling. Nobody in the barrio has a shower or a flush toilet. And for most, there's never quite enough to eat. Oddly, almost everyone has a bit of land, but no one grows their own food. My wife is changing that. 2 years ago, she started talking up family home gardening. A night watchman at CDA, Don Luis Sevilla, took a chance to tell her that he knows how. In 2009, they started a demonstration garden with seeds donated by Home Depot. They were told it couldn't work. It is. Over the course of 1 year, Don Luis, working on anyone who would listen, quietly recruited 15 families. He's got 10 more lined up in 2 barrios across town. In 2009, we started our first teaching video. Comida, Gardens for Everyone, is pure propaganda. Summer 2010, we filmed the first how-to video. We took the idea to the superintendent of schools. She's going to use our films across the state. She even did a cameo for us.
Hola, soy Rosa Esperanza González Soto, delegada.
We have a tight team. Don Luis is and plays the gardening guru. He's worked at CDA for as long as anyone remembers. He lives in a small house on the hill. His place is small but very well kept. We were invited to take a tour. Husband, wife, 3 kids, and grandma live here. This is the single bedroom.
Aquí se me mete el agua por los lados. Cartón. No hay nada de aquí también. Agua para bañar, lavar traste, tender ropa y bañar.
This summer, Don Luis learned how to use GPS, and he organized a serious demographics team. ESRI Corporation is helping with our study. We're looking at socioeconomics, TV, and cell phone use. Take 13. Don Luis's heart is in the right place. Perla, 19, is the film's gardening woman. She comes to the daily set happy as an uncaged bird. No wonder, she's the oldest daughter in a household that clings to the side of a hill and hopes that she's the one who's going to make it. She's getting straight A's at the university. You have to wonder how. Education is important at CDA, but even with a degree, jobs are scarce. Our sponsored daughter, Junieth, plays curious schoolgirl. 11's a tough age for a girl, especially in Jinotega. Her mom gets up every day at 4:30 to make empanadas to sell in the marketplace. Junieth hopes to be an engineer. It'll be a big, big jump. Lester is 14. He's a natural acting coach and script supervisor. Years ago, his dad moved to Fresno to hang drywall. His mom was a baker, but closed shop last December to work in Spain. Lester's 18-year-old brother moved out in May, so now Lester lives on his own. Ruth's an athletic 17. She long ago rejected any notion of limits to womanhood. She's studying finance at the university and is our team captain for demographics. Wilda is a born leader at 16. This year we took her on her first swimming trip. She played like a kid. But she's studying toward med school and is making the grades. Juan Carlos and Edwin started on our crew 5 years ago. Now they're smart, cool teens fighting temptations. Edwin is a natural engineer trying to decide between baseball and grades. Juan Carlos can't sit still in class. We found him an apprenticeship. Most important person in our crew, Andrea, single mother of 4. She makes her living as an itinerant vendor in the market. Andrea is the project's go-to girl. You need something, a TV spot, or a contact, you ask Andrea. She set us up to film all-star player endorsements for the project.
Blandón, receptor de Nicaragua. Me invitó que consumamos verdura para tener más fuerza y mejor.
The rains tried our patience and washed out 5 of Don Luis's family gardens. But there was good news too. The superintendent is using our video in the schools, and the health department asked us to make a piece for young mothers out at the frontier. We, of course, also had some fun.
Usted debe saber bastante.
Don Luis, Ruth, Wilda, Edwin, JC, Junieth, Perla, Andrea. They might not fix the world, but they're going to change their town.